What's up, people? Chris Ricana, Director of Success, and we are at 48 Detailing. And we are here because tomorrow begins the future of detailing, the first ever time being on the road. And we're getting all set up here. So let's give you a little preview of what we're up to here. So we got all our products set up over here. We got our prep wash. We're going to be putting to work on the Corvette. We got ourselves a C8. We'll also be putting prep wash to work on our Continental convertible. And also on our Chevelle over there. Then we have, what else do we got? We're going to have our micro suede cleanser and micro suede protection. That will be on the G-Wagon. We got a brand new G-Wagon over there that we'll be using that product on. Leather cream, fine leather cleanser, leather cream, and our Leather Lock Pro coating. That's going to be for our Continental convertible over there and probably our G-Wagon as well. We have a confidential product, so we're going to be trying out something new. This is exclusive for our students that are attending the Future Detailing Clinic that starts tomorrow. Matte Paint Cleanser, Matte Decon, obviously for the Matte G-Wagon, that's back over there. We'll show you that in a second. 150, 95, 45, so we got our full suite of paint correction. And for our paint correction, I believe we are going to town on the Lincoln on that, but I'm not 100% which one is getting the first one. Oh, we got all sorts of people waving ho. Hello to everybody. Thanks for joining me. You got our NSP Z1. That'll be part of our production in day 2. So day 1, we'll get into perfect paint. So we're doing multi-level corrections with our 45, 95, and 150. And then day 2, we're going to get into more production style where we're going to do more one-steps, topped with something like an LS10 or something like that. So that's all our paint correction tools. We got our film cleanser because we need to be able to deal with the PPF. We're going to have our Formula 1201 as well as our metal coat. I know metal coat for sure, all over that Lincoln, all that chrome. And that's actually original chrome on there. Guy just had it replated. Or no, he didn't even replate it. That's right. That's not replated. That's just polished out chrome, but the original chrome. So we're going to go ahead. He said it was a giant pain in the butt for him to do that. So we're going to go ahead and make sure he doesn't have to deal with that again and put some metal coat on there. That's where we're going to be using our metal coat. Advanced coat gloss. This is going to be, a new section of the class is teaching the ceramic maintenance. So we actually have a coated car that's coming in, so we can give that a maintenance wash so those that are attending the clinic can get an idea of how that coated car should act when we're doing the maintenance. And of course, we got our paint coating builder and then our nano resin and our matte paint pro coating product and our matte paint coating pro. And obviously our matte paint coating pro, that is for the G-Wagon that's over there. So let's keep on giving you a little preview. So like I said, we got the Z8. That is going to be in the class. We got the Continental. And again, so here's where we're going to be getting into metal coat. Obviously, lots of metal coat to be done here. Check this out, though. I thought these wheels, those are not hubcaps. Those of you that know the 64 Lincoln Continental, these hubcaps. Those are 17-inch wheels. I thought that was so cool that that those are actually wheels and not hubcaps. But, really nicely done car. I mean, tastefully updated, but not over the top. As you see, obviously not original steering wheel, not the original upholstery, but, it does do justice to the design. So this will be one of the cars we're getting into. This thing is really cool. 396 Chevelle, and this thing is built out to the hilt. You got Wildwood discs, front and back. Really a top-end build on this car. The interior, look at the interior on this thing. So this is another good candidate for our leather cream. If we got the time, maybe we'll get into our Leather Lock Pro here as well. But generally, when we're doing the clinics, I always like convertibles when we're demoing the Leather Lock Pro. As a pro-grade 5-year ceramic coating for leather or anything that acts like leather, generally I like to have a convertible for that as it makes for the best demonstration. It allows the most access for students to see it. And then, of course, we got to get into our matte area. And so we are prepping for tomorrow. So You see Zaya is actually out.
Actually working, guys.
Actually working. Not pointing, not filming, not telling people what to do. He's actually doing it, so we had to capture that.
Got a camera on me, but okay.
Exactly. Oh, I had to capture it, But this is also, this is a brand new G-Wagon. So this is a new service. This is actually a sold vehicle. So part of the service from the dealer was providing it with a coating on it. So we're going to go ahead and put, Matte Paint Coating Pro on this matte G-Wagon. So
What's up?
getting a little preview of what's going on here. Really excited to get the class started tonight. Of course, the class might start tomorrow, but the fun starts tonight. It is starting tomorrow, but the point is, no, we're done. That's it.
I think I'm gonna take a break tomorrow. Maybe go on vacation for once in my life, huh?
All right. What is the big boss thing about that? Think we're gonna call it off? That's it. We're just gonna skip it. Here, Jim's okay with it. It's all on Jim's account. We're going to. Is there a casino around here? It's all on Jim. I got the company expense account. Woo! But anyway, class is starting tomorrow, but the fun starts tonight. We're going to be over at 48 Brewery, State 48 Brewery, as we do with all our Future of Detailing clinics. We start off with a Sunday night reception dinner. Gives us an opportunity to get together with everyone who's attending the class. Also, our guest coaches that will be here. We're actually expecting Kurt and a couple of and his West Coast guy that's going to be out here from Legend. So we'll be getting some PPF schooling. We're also expecting Andrew from Lake Country. So he will be able to provide his expertise on not only Lake Country's pads, but also on their Udo's machine. So I'm excited to have those two guests out joining us. Of course, I'm going to be here. You're going to have Zaya here. And of course, you got the big boss, Jim, is going to be here for most of the day tomorrow. He'll start with his nanotechnology talk and then get into some big picture business ideas during our lunch break tomorrow. But then he heads back to Chicago for a short break before he heads to MTE in Orlando. So I will be then hanging here in Arizona for the remainder of the class and go home hopefully on Wednesday, assuming that there's still flights and all that kind of stuff. So you never know with the Rona, who knows, you start canceling flights again. But anyway, I suppose that there's a place to get stuck. It's best to get stuck in warm weather, not where I'd be going back to. Anyway, just wanted to do a quick check-in. Got the matte G-Wagons coming in right now. We're going to wrap up setup for the day so we can go back to the hotel, get a little rest before we go out to dinner. For those of you who are joining us tonight and tomorrow, I am looking forward to see you. So let's get at it, man. I'm pumped for this. This is, like I said, first ever FOD on the road. I was really excited to get out here and do this. And it was amazing support by all you guys. We sold out again. So that was, 3 for 3 on that account. So again, thank you all for your support in this. Without all you guys, none of this happened. What's up, everybody? Chris Ricana, Director of Success at Dr. Beasley's on the Dr. Beasley's IG. And if you haven't noticed, I'm in short sleeves, I'm in shorts, because it's warm weather. Well, it's winter to these people down here in Arizona, and so they're all bundled up. But to me, this is like practically summer. So where am I exactly? Right here, 48 Detailing. Why am I here? Well, it's time for the Future of Detailing. So let's go inside 48 Detailing and check it out, guys. So welcome to the illustrious waiting room, and very welcoming, I must say. I mean, I love also that I have the big TV going up there. So anyway, let's go in and see what the guys are up to right now at Future of Detailing. We just started about a couple hours ago. And right now we are in our area. We are just getting started with our nano surface primer. So what we got here is all the guys working on my rental car. So basically they're getting a little bit of experience getting out sanding marks and just kind of getting used to the NSPs. Like I preach so often, with new technology comes new techniques. So first thing I do, before we start working on the high value stuff, we gotta get our skills dialed in on the rental car. So we were able to take some 3,000 and 2,000 grit sanding marks. And this is what the guys are working on right now, is just working those sanding marks out. So again, this is just the beginning of day one. And we're just kind of getting ourselves familiarized with the nano surface primers. And you'll see we're working on all sorts of machines. We've got Rupes machines, Flex machines, Udos from Lake Country. So getting all sorts of experience in all different machines. Got a whole slew of different pads to choose from. You get all sorts of different pads, as well as our Dr. Beasley's HDO orange and blue pads. But the idea here is we're just going to get our skills kind of dialed in and get used to that heavy correction, because once we get through this section, we're going to be on to the Chevelle. And this Chevelle is going to have perfect paint by the time we're done with it. Not sure if you can see it out there, but there's definitely some flaws in this paint. I mean, it's got definitely some nice gloss, but you can see right there, look at all this in here. So there's definitely some issues that we're going to have to correct, but this is going to be our perfect paint car. So once we're done with this section on the rental car, we're going to come back to the Chevelle, and we're going to get this fully dialed in. So we're going to do a multi-step correction on the Chevelle. And once we're done with the multi-step correction on the Chevelle, we'll take a break for lunch, and then we're going to come back and with Nano Resin Pro, what we call our Pro Square section. So this is where these guys will take their pro detailer skills, combine them with our pro level coatings, and see what the incredible candy gloss we can get out of this very cool Chevelle. So just wanted to check in with you guys again, day one here at Future Detailing, out at 48 Detailing in Surprise, Arizona. Our first time ever taking Future Detailing out on the road. And so far we had a great time last night at State 48 Brewery with all the guys. Had a lot of fun over there, getting to know everyone, having a couple of drinks and everything like that. Always a good time. You know me, I am a social being. I do like getting out there and meeting people, so that was a ton of fun. But now it's time to get down to work. So we're going to go ahead and get back to it. I will check in with you guys a little bit later today. Thank you so much. And again, just keep an eye out on the Dr. Beasley's Instagram for some more check-ins both today and tomorrow. We got this running. It's a 2-day clinic, so we got this running for 2 days. So be sure to keep an eye out. I'll be checking in hopefully fairly regularly. All right? Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.
Switch it up. Go with something like what I got on here.
Come over here and you can see it. You don't even need that light. Come over here and you can see all these defects right here. See them? Try to get those out now. This pad doesn't exactly fit this. This is a 5-inch pad for a 5.5 inch.
That's why we got it.
What I like to do is work towards your light. That way you can see. You see that all the way to shit. So stay over here. Start.
All right, everybody, back at the Future of Detailing in Surprise, Arizona. So we're on to our next section. So I thought I'd check in with you real quick while I had a couple minutes. So we are on to the Chevelle, and we are dialing in this paint. So our process it's soft-ish paint. John went through, did a test spot. We are going with NSP 45 and a blueberry pad, and then we're going to refine that out with NSP 45 on an HDO orange pad. So let's go ahead and take you over there and see what's going on. So one of our guest coaches right here, this is Andrew from Lake Country Manufacturing. So he's jumping in too, helping us out, dial in the Chevelle. So what we're doing here, this is a multi-level correction going on in the Chevelle right now. So the idea was we wanted perfect paint on this car, and in day one at the Future Detailing, that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for perfect paint. This is our Pro Squared section. So this is where we are going to do that multi-level paint correction, and then we're going to break for lunch, and then once we get back from lunch, we're going to go ahead and install our Nano Resin Pro, which is our 100% solid self-healing coating. So that is the plan with that Chevelle. The Viper, that'll be for tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow. We're going to get into more production style one steps with 1 year, 3 year, 5 year coatings. But today it's all about perfect paint with our self-healing coating, which, again, when you're looking for ultimate gloss on a show car like that Chevelle, it's something that the customer wants. It's not about durability. It's not about it being a 25-year coating. It's about having ultimate gloss. That's what the customer is looking for, and that's what we're going to provide with this service. Because when you combine paint correction by NSP, then you put Nano Surface Pro on it, you're talking legitimate candy gloss. So I'm going to get back inside so I can help out in there. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll go back in there with you, have you get another little peek in there, and then I'll check in with you later when we're laying down that Nano Resin Pro over on that Chevelle. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you soon. So once again, Chris O'Connor, Director of Success with Dr. Beasley, is back at day one of the Future Detailing out in Arizona at 48 Detailing. So we have our feature car here, the Chevelle. We've already refined our process with the NSP 95, with the blue pad, NSP 45 with the orange pad, and now we're going to go around with 2 layers of the coating builder. So this is our feature car, so naturally we are doing Nano Resin Pro, but it is a 2-stage coating. So we start off with the builder, and for ultimate gloss, we're going to go twice around the car with builder. Now it's only really necessary to do it once, but again, this customer wants ultimate show car gloss, no money, no objects, so we're going to go ahead and go around twice on this car before we put on our 100% solid self-healing Nano Resin Pro coating. So let's get a look at the guys at work. And again, as I've told you guys before, beware the reflection video, but here, got the scan grip right on there. That is what I like to call pretty much as close as I can get to perfect paint.
Yeah.
I mean, really good looking here, guys. I mean, look at that.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We let it sit for about 10 minutes.
And now, while they're finishing up the builder on the Chevelle, we got the C8 over here. This has got PPF on the whole front end, but we're doing a quick one step over here. You see the guys are using the Lake Country orange pad. So that is a polishing pad, so you're going to get a decent amount of correction out of that. With, let's see what NSP we're using over here. It looks like 95. Yep, NSP 95. Thank you, Mike. And it's truly a great group we got here for this class, and we got people from all over the country. Got Mike rolling in from North Dakota. We got Matt over there. He's from Tampa. We got Vadim over on the front of the Corvette from Washington State. Manny's local. You got Frank from New Jersey. You got David from Ohio. Nick's another local guy. And then you got another Nick from out in Pennsylvania. So we got a nice group of guys here. Oh yeah, don't even forget Cody. No, Nick is Connecticut. Cody's Pennsylvania. That's right. So we got a great group of 10 guys here. Out here enjoying ourselves. And also got some good coaches. We got our coaches around here. and of course, having a good time. You know, after all, that's the most important thing. You know, great always to get a well-rounded education, no matter what your profession or your passion might be. But it's nice to have fun at it too. So we're gonna go ahead and get back to work on these two. Well, I'll get back to looking at these guys work on these two cars, and then it's almost time to we'll finish up later. And I want to show you guys something. So something that I'll check in with you later before we have our little pizza and beer party after we're done with work. But one thing is we're going to be releasing, not releasing, but we're going to be releasing a new product on these guys. So a benefit of coming to a future detailing, we always like to have something special, and every time it's a little bit different. But we have a confidential new product. So this is a product that we have developed, and the whole idea is that it protects paint. And this is, a very niche product that's going to be for, very picky customers, very soft paint. This is not for everyone, but the whole idea here is that we are going to protect, during the drying process, we're going to protect the paint from the towel using nanotechnology. So essentially it's like basically laying down a cloud of nanotechnology between the paint and your towel during your drying process. So something we're going to release on the guys after we're done working here and let them play with it a little bit. So we're still working on the name for it too, so we'll see if we get some input from the guys on what to name this product as well. So again, one of those kind of fun things that come into the future of detailing is you never know what kind of little ancillary surprises we're going to have waiting for you, because hey, we like to have fun too. But anyway, let's get back to this Nano Resin Pro coating. What do you got over there, David? Is that the coating yet, or are you doing builder? Builder. Oh, part 2 of the builder. What do you think about that gloss, dude? What do you think, Cody?
I like it. I'm excited to start using Dr. Beasley's product.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Thanks again for checking in with me on the Dr. Beasley's IG channel. I will be hopefully checking in with you at least once more today and several more times tomorrow. And do keep an eye out. We will be announcing the next future detailing probably next week or the week after. It's going to be back at HQ in Chicago. And I already have some very cool cars lined up for that too. Some of you might have already seen one of the cars we got lined up for FOD in Chicago. If you go to our YouTube page, you can see a ceramic coating of our Fast. Then in the video, there is a Hellcat Durango. That very same Hellcat Durango is going to be our feature car at the Future of Detailing back at HQ this spring. So if you want to get your hands on a very rare, limited 800 horsepower SUV, well, that might be the class for you to take. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Future Detailing Day 2 here in Surprise, Arizona at 48 Detailing with the world's only authorized trainers, Zay and John. So here is the C8 Corvette that we did a one-step, followed by Nano Resin Pro. And look at the gloss on that thing. We're going to hopefully get this outside in a little bit so we can show that off in the sunlight, show you that sparkle. We're going to be getting to this Lincoln Continental today. This is going to be a one-step with the coating behind it. We did a multi-step, a two-step correction, 95-45, followed by Nano Resin Pro on the Chevelle. Hopefully, again, I want to get this thing out in the sun because, the sparkle on this thing is so impressive. Absolutely unbelievable how gorgeous this thing came out. But so right now, this morning, what we're doing, the guys are outside and we're showing them maintenance washes. So the whole idea is how easy it is when a car is ceramic coated. It's, the whole maintenance washes, there's many reasons for you to do something like this, especially to get your customers on a program. Number one, obviously, is the source of revenue, but number two, you're quite honestly, you're saving your own behind. just because if you're maintaining the car, you know the car is going to be maintained correctly, and there's not going to be any issues that your customer is going to bring to you and make your problem when they're actually their problem. So we got Zaya's Z4 over here. John's just pulling out the wheels, and again, we got Nano Resin Pro on this, and just showing how easy it is to blow out those wheels when they're coated. So you're going to be moving on over to the CC. This is one that has Nano Resin MX on it. So we're going to go ahead and give this one a maintenance wash. But the main difference we're going to see going from the Nano Resin Pro on the Z4 over to the MX on this VWCC is you got a beater versus a sheeter. Yes, sheeting, as in sheeting, S-H-E-E-T, a sheeter. So that's something that, really important. We want to get across to the guys these different attributes of these coatings, which are basically two ways to get into the same place. Because ultimately, what do? We want to get water off the panel. So that's really the aim of this. So just again, checking with you guys a little bit this morning. I'll be checking in several times throughout the day to bring you the little areas and that we're going to go through on day 2 of the future detailing. But this is how we're starting it out. So thank you very much, everyone, for checking in. We will check in with you here shortly. Back again, I know I was just checking with you guys, but I wanted you guys to see this section. So we're doing a maintenance wash that Zaya is going over right now. So let's check in at this little part of the class.
Imagine if I did have 10 microns worth of coating that was actually really good at performance, And it was just bare paint, like a sealant or a wax that speeds water and sits there. That's an issue with a lot of these coatings, is they just bead water and sits there and they fuck. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to see this car sheet. I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys a quick example of sheeting, and then Nick wants me to check out the hood because I'm sure he did something to it, right?
We're on it.
See it sheeting? This is pretty slow. When was the last time you applied Advanced Coat Gloss on it?
Like 2 months ago.
2 or 3 months ago. You might want to hit it again. Because usually it sheets really quickly. So a little bit of Advanced Coat Gloss on this is going to start bringing that back. But I see what you're talking about. This side's just a lot slower than this side. So you're just saying put a little bit of Advanced Coat Gloss and we'll bring it back. We'll check after the wash if there's any embedded contamination. If there is, it's going to need a more thorough decon. If not, we're just going to Advanced Coat Gloss and it'll come back to life. Any questions on this? You guys want to go through the same process I showed you, share around rims, tires, and try to go ahead and knock this out. What? Sure. Thank you.
So again, what we're doing out here is just performing a maintenance wash. This is a car that's been coated with Nano Resin MX, but this is a maintenance wash and a quarterly treatment. So we will treat it with the Advanced Coat Gloss product once we're done with the maintenance wash. But again, the idea here is we want to demonstrate to the guys the difference between Zaya's Z4, had Pro on it, and now Nick, who's actually one of the students in the class, who's got his Nano Resin MX on his CC. Which again is more of a sheeting coating. So, we're going to see here, we got the class now is going to get to town on this, and they're going to perform a maintenance, a quarterly maintenance on this Volkswagen CC. Now, what you're hearing going on in the background, that is that Chevelle that we coated yesterday. We did that multi-level two-step correction, and then coated with Nano Resin Pro. Yes, I'm sorry. So we're going to get that out here in the sun here in a couple minutes and really see how that Nano Resin can sparkle. So I'm pretty excited about that. So let's just see what the guys are up to here. So again, going through the whole wash procedure that we would recommend for a maintenance wash for your customers. So like at any time when we're doing when we're installing a Dr. Beasley's coating, we are going to require up to bi-monthly washes and quarterly maintenance treatments. So now, of course, this is, we're thinking 10,000 mile a year cars with, garage caps. So that's our kind of thinking on that. And you'll see as Matt who's visiting us from Tampa, Solid Detailing down in Tampa, Florida, spraying down the car. And then we got Frank from OC Detailing in New Jersey, who's getting on the wheels. You can see how nicely the car is already pushing off water off the panels.
Yeah, don't mind that. What's that? Not huge back.
So, all about the foam cannon. We hit the wheels and foam up the car. Hopefully without getting our friends on the other side full of foam. But I want you guys to notice, actually I thought it was kind of cool. I just saw Zaya was showing me these yesterday. Notice what Matt's using there. That tool he's using with the foamer, so he doesn't actually have to switch out the tool. There's actually, let's see if there's one over here. There's that one over here too that we use on the wheels, but it's kind of a, this right here. So this way we're able to hook up our hose here and then just basically switch back and forth between what's in the foam cannon and then this is your rinse right here. So instead of constantly having to pop off and go into a new attachment, you have both in one. So I thought that was a pretty unique trick, you know, and it's something that, again, creating efficiencies.
He's tricking me. Nice. Bird's going to him, and like another thing.
So again, get a nice foam on it, agitate, rinse, then we'll do a blow off. So again, this is just our first section, so this is to kind of get the day started. You know, let's get woken up a little bit, get the guys outside, get them washed in a little bit, get the blood pumping, and then we're going to get back inside. We're going to demo some Glass Serum Pro, and then we're going to get into some one-step corrections with some more moderate coatings. We're going to do a Formula 1201 or an LS10. I'm going to let the class decide which one they want to do, and then that'll be for the Continental, and then for the Viper, that's going to be a one-step with the Nano Resin MX. So we'll be checking in with you throughout the day. Right now, I think I'm going to go give some directions to Zaya, give him a hand so we can get the Chevelle out of the garage and see this thing sparkle out in the sunlight. So we'll check in with you guys real soon. All right, everybody. Almost lunchtime. We're still working towards it. So welcome back to the Future Detailing Day 2. I am Chris O'Connor, Director of Success, and also the guy who works with that guy to put this whole thing together, and this guy. So we just finished up on the Viper. This was a one-step NSP 95, and to be followed by Nano Resin MX. And the gloss on this thing, again, Nano Resin MX, that nice warm gloss is phenomenal. So this was NSP 95, and then we finished this Viper out with Nano Resin MX. So nice warm gloss on the Nano Resin MX. And you can see for a one-step with our 95, and we got pretty decent clarity. Now, again, we didn't get out some of the heavier marring that was in the back. So the stretch, let's see, right around, here we go. So you can see that we didn't get out that, see that little scratch right there a little bit. So there was some of this heavier marring that just wasn't gonna come out, and that's fine. That's not what the customer ordered. The customer wanted good paint and impressive gloss. So again, look at that Nano Resin MX. I mean, just looking absolutely fantastic. And of course, we got our Nano Resin Pro over here on the Chevelle, and look at the depth of that. I mean, really just Nice stuff over there. Looking real nice on the Chevelle. So, Nano Resin Pro from yesterday, Nano Resin Pro from yesterday, Nano Resin MX from today. And now we are getting to town on the Lincoln Continental. So the guys are, again, we're doing a one-step over here, but here's with our NSP Z1, which is our AIO. Hey, Cody. So as an AIO, our all-in-one, this has got a range of abrasives in it to get a decent amount of correction in it, but also lay down some gloss. And also, this is also laying down a coating that is good for up to 1 year. However, we're going to amp it up a little bit, and we're going to be going ahead and applying Nano LS10 after we're done with this one-step correction with our NSP Z1. And again, we got an incredible group of guys here from all the way around the country. We got Vadim here, Detailed Classics from Vancouver, Washington. We got Manuel, he's a local guy down here. Right in front of Manuel, we got Frank from OC Detailing in New Jersey, right there. And then we got Matt, Solid Detailing, his second visit to the future of detailing. Of course, we got Mr. David Moore over there, Quiet Storm Detailing out of Cleveland. Right by over him over here. That's our friend Cody from Pennsylvania from Brace Automotive. So again, a really great group of guys that we got here. We got sales taking a little bit of a break over there. And of course, you might know this guy, our authorized trainer Zaya, and then of course we got Tony and Kurt coming joining us from Legend. These guys are going to be talking about a little PPF this afternoon. We're going to get a little PPF demo. Again, something Dr. Beasley's has no skin in that game, but that is an important element. We want to encourage our guys to go ahead and get into that PPF. That is good money getting into that business. Never mind the fact that that PPF and tint business leads to a tremendous amount of ceramic coating business. And after all, that's what we love. We love ceramic coatings because we love that margin. The margin of the ceramic coating cannot be beat. But it's that PPF and window tint business that will bring in that much more of that ceramic business. So this has been our more production styles of detailing this morning. So we got in, we're working on the machines, and again, we're focusing on one steps. We're focusing on efficiency. So again, we had the Viper over here, one step, then Nano Resin MX, a little bit higher level service. This is a little bit more efficient, faster, a little bit more moderately priced service because we're going with Z1, and then we're going to just do an LS10 on top of it. Now, the LS10 application is extremely efficient. We got that spray-on application, and then it's simply buff off, as opposed to something like our Nano Resin MX that we had to do on the Viper, and which is your kind of traditional cross-hatching. So obviously that takes a great deal more time versus Nano LS10, which really this is where LS10 is going to shine. When you go Nano LS10 on top of a Z1 correction, that is just a match made in heaven, and the results are really impressive. The Z1 results are great already, but for the additional pop of shine and slickness, you really can't beat adding that Nano LS10 on top of your NSP Z1 correction. So then this afternoon, we're going to break for lunch here shortly. Then I will be doing our sales presentation with Zaya. And this afternoon, we get into our mat section. So for our mat section, I'll go show you what we're going to be playing with. I think I gave you guys a little bit of a preview the other day. Oh, and it's not over here. So we have actually a brand new matte G63 that we'll be coating with our Matte Paint Coating Pro after lunch. But for now, we got to finish up what we're working on here to get this classic dialed in. Now, the other thing we're going to do, we're going to come back. The customer actually this is all the original trim. So this original chrome, he actually took the time to polish out. Many of you who've polished chrome before know what a pain in the butt that can be. So this is where we're going to make our customers' lives better and easier. He put in a lot of sweat, equity into getting these trim parts polished out. So what are we gonna do? We take metal coats. We're gonna put a coating that is dedicated, a ceramic coating that's dedicated to protect uncoated metals for up to 3 years. So this customer is not gonna have to come back and with his quad-aught steel wool or his polished box. No, we're gonna go ahead and protect it so he doesn't ever have to deal with that. Again, as long as he maintains it. So again, a lot of fun working on all these classics on these modern cars. And looking forward to getting into some more cars this afternoon after lunch. So we'll definitely bring you another update once we've are finished up after lunch, and I'll show you some of the results. You know, after we get the LS10 laid down on this Lincoln, we'll come back with some afters on that one. But it's already just looking so incredibly gorgeous. But thanks again, guys. I appreciate all you joining me and checking in here at the Future Detailing Arizona edition at 48 Detailing, and I look forward to checking in with you guys a little bit later this afternoon. Have a good day. Back to day 2 of the Future Detailing. Once again, Christopher Conant, Director of Success, and you'll see behind me you got the class looking at the demo from Zaya, and he was demoing the Matte Paint Coating Pro install. So what I'm going to do now is what I forgot to do, and hopefully we'll remember to do more, is put in my earbuds so you guys and Victor will be much happier with me. So, all right, now that I got my earbuds in, let's take a look at a couple of things we've worked on so far. So again, we had the CA Corvette where we did it has PPF on the front, so we did a one-step with NSP 95 from the A-pillar back and Nano Resin Pro over the entire car. You had a two-step on the Chevelle, also coated with Nano Resin Pro, and then metal coat on the bumpers. Moving on, then we went to the Viper. That was a one-step with NSP 95, followed by our Nano Resin MX. Then we're going to sneak in on Zaya's demo.
Some leeway time with this. Go ahead and cross hatch. Make sure you get complete coverage. Why the hell they get so quiet?
We're focused.
Focus. Now you're focused. Took you a day and a half to get focused. Is that what it was? Before we have to leave, is that what it is? We're just going to go ahead, after about 30 seconds, start with your initial leveling towel. You feel it, it's very tacky in the beginning. And the final. And what Chris loves saying, wow, look at that, it looks exactly the same. How it's supposed to. Did I do that right, Chris?
It is the most anticlimactic delivery to your customer ever. You know, you deliver a Nano Resin Pro to your customer and they're floored because of the incredible candy gloss and everything. You deliver your Mad G-Wagon back to your customer and it's like, hey, look!
Exactly.
It's the same!
Look on this side, look at these drips over here. You see what I'm talking about? So I want to make sure, because all this water can be carrying a solution. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to go ahead and coat this section as well.
So the water spray is the DI water that's sprayed on it. Is that because of your climate, or is that?
No, you're doing it with water, with whatever climate that you're in. That's your carrying fluid. That's your carrying fluid.
Carrier and your curing agent.
Yep, exactly.
This one's still 100% solid.
This is 100% solid formula, that's correct. The water is just a difference. See that thickness right there?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look at that thickness.
I haven't seen it that thick in a while, man. Make sure crosshatch, get complete coverage. Let that sit for a little bit. I can assure you, this applicator is going to be screwed by the time you're done with this front end. It's going to look like freaking milk on the panel while you're trying to do your passes.
Go ahead and grab my towels. My buff on.
Remember, it's okay to get matte paint coating on gloss surfaces, like the emblem and all that stuff. You know, if a customer's not willing to break out another bottle of coating so you can do like a gloss vinyl stripe and coat that, just coat it with the matte. It's still gonna protect it from the UV, it's still gonna bead up nicely, provide etching resistance and all that stuff. It's just not gonna enhance the gloss. I mean, that's the only thing.
And guys, when you're putting this on, really take ownership of the panels you're doing it on. Again, this is a $300,000 car, and if it gets messed up, they're never going to give us another one.
John, it's already messed up.
It is.
Yeah, don't mess it up anymore.
They're still going to charge $300,000 for it.
Yeah, I know. Scott still.
Just make sure you're removing all the product that you can. All right.
Yeah.
Don't just.
And if those of you out in IG land are wondering what we're talking about, oopsies.
That's another thing, yeah.
That's a boo-boo.
Redemption to matte paint, but we're going to go fix a problem on these. All right, any questions on that? No? All right, we got your towels right here. You're going to need 2 towels for leveling and removal. You got your applicator pads, and then we also got more blocks right down here.
All right, so now the class is going to get started. We just peeked in on Zaya's demo there a little bit, so the class is going to get started on coating this G63, even though it's got that little scratch up there, but we're going to go ahead and get it done.
It is, Chris. What it is.
It is what it is. It's fine.
You don't look.
Yeah.
But, and then we got, the man and his pride and joy. Let's look at this. We'll just sneak in. Oh, look at that. Look at that beaut.
Look at this view.
Look at that beaut.
She's cute, isn't she?
Oh, she's a purty one. But, and then another car that we had a lot of fun with was our Continental out here. This was a one-step with Z1 with Nano LS10, but we also hit the interior. We did our fine leather cleanser, other white parts, lots of little grimy little fingerprints on there from people enjoying their rides around town. So we got that all dialed in and cleaned up, and then of course conditioned it with our Dr. Beasley's leather cream. So this was a lot of fun car too. Definitely unique. I don't think we've ever had I don't think we've ever done anything with suicide doors at the Future Detailing. So that was a new one for us. But we are going to get back inside now because coming up after the matte paint coating pro, we're going to go into our PPF section where we're going to get an introduction to PPF. So we actually got a neat car here. This e-tron GT. Also a very cool car if you're into the electric thing. Our next we're going to get into our PPF. We actually have some guests here. Kurt and Tony from Legend have joined us, and they're going to be doing a PPF demo here because, we at Dr. Beasley's want to be fully supportive of our authorized detailers, and we want to see them attain the maximum amount of success. And we feel that, part of that success, that essential one of the essential ingredients is adding PPF and tint services, as that it can generate quite some healthy service tickets and also generates quite a bit of ceramic business as well. So again, I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of what we're doing over here at the Future Detailing. I might get back to you one more time before we finish up class, before we get to graduation and stuff like that. Again, great time here at Future of Detailing in Arizona. I look forward to getting back here. Hopefully, maybe we can make this an annual trip. Get me out of Chicago in January during the cold month. It's certainly not a bad thing, but certainly looking forward to seeing my family and everything and getting back home tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll check in with you maybe one more time before the end of the day, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. We'll see you soon. All right, time for the final check-in from the Future Detailing. Day 2, we're getting close to graduation. Last section, PPF section. So we are kind enough to be joined by Tony and Kurt from Legend PPF, and they're busy doing demos over here on the rental car, but we're also looking at little intricacies of, like on this e-tron GT, how we're tucking all these corners using torches and that sort of thing. So, again, we are not just about coatings and paint correction at the Future Detailing. It's a big picture here. It's really about bettering yourself and growing your business, whether it's the one-man show or particularly if you're looking to scale up. If you're looking to move beyond where you're at and add employees and maybe even locations, this is kind of what we're focused on here, and especially with this PPF, as I alluded to earlier, on the last time I checked in, this is a profit center. It brings in business, and it's a great opportunity to upsell into ceramics, which are absolutely incredible margins. So, this is an incredible opportunity for these guys to get hands-on with this product, try laying it down, and get some advice from some industry experts on how to get started down the path of PPF. And always nice again to have Legend here. Love the fact that they, like Dr. Beasley's, are made in the U.S. It's something that we feel a great affinity for them, and that there's definitely some synthesis there that we are very alike in many ways. So it's great to have these guys be, Tony and Kirk, come out and be our guests here at Future Detailing. I really, truly appreciate them coming out. And I think the students do here as well. So we'll just do a little bit of a walk around, and then this will be it for Day 2 at the Future Detailing, for the first one ever on the road in Arizona, and likely, judging by the unbounded success that we have experienced here, this will probably be the first of many that we're going to hold here, particularly in January, because January in Arizona sounds a little bit better than January in Chicago. So let's have a little walk around, but for now I'm going to say I'll check in with you when I'm back in Chicago. Have a good one, people.
I've got a couple of guys in the mid part of the United States. There's a guy in Chicago that is a really good trainer. I'll send you the names and the phone numbers, and it's your deal. But what I usually do is I take, we're not trying to make any money off this. We don't make any money off it. All I'm trying to do is I want you to do your negotiation, and what I do is hey, I'm sending that. You guys have it. That way, you don't have anything to do with it. We're manufacturing.
All right, everybody, that's about it from the Future Detailing. We got graduation coming up next, so Zaya, John, and I are going to hand out some certificates, and we're going to call it an FODAZ, completed and an unabated success. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you soon.